Hey there, bros and hoes. Long time no see. Yeah, lots has been going on in my life. Lots of moving, lots of transitioning, new jobs, all that fun stuff. But here I am. I know it's been a while, but I'm excited to be back. Today, I wanted to kind of do a bit of a challenge for myself, but also a little tutorial for you guys on how to get my full face contour, but get it on the go. And I don't have time to do the whole map and then the blend, the powder, and all those steps. I just want to throw something on that's going to look really good and just shoot out the door. So that's what we're going to do today. So this is going to be interesting because I'm going to actually try and do it in 5 minutes flat. So it's going to be interesting. Normally I speed it up and do commentary, but I'm not going to really do that. I'm just going to try and speed through it. I've already washed, shaved, primed my skin, but all the concealing, all the product placement, everything, the blending, all of that stuff, I'm all going to do within 5 minutes. So yeah, start the clocks. Gentlemen, start your engines, and may the best not woman win. And for all you ladies watching, I'm not going to be doing eyes and lips, but go for it. Add on an extra 2 minutes. Glamorize. Okay, so let's just get right into it. I'm pretty much going to start with concealing my imperfections. This is just like an under eye primer, but it's pink and has shimmer, which normally I'm not a big fan of, but what the shimmer does basically is refracts light off the surface of the under eye area. And why that's important is that if there's no light in the under eye area, there'll be no shadows cast by fine lines. So it almost eradicates fine lines immediately. But then also it helps the products you build on top of it have a more concentrated color. So if you do have bags, fine lines, oily eyelids like I do, it helps with that. Next, I'm just going to use my MAC concealer. I just have a few blemishes I just want to cover up before I go into the full contour. I'm just going to use my finger just because it's easier, and I want this to be quick, so I don't want to waste a bunch of time going from brush to brush. Yeah. Got one up there. Blemish, blemish, blemish. There you go. All gone. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my dark contour color. Now these are my, I think they're Revlon, Maybelline. I shouldn't really be wasting time reading the labels, but these contour sticks are the ones that I've always used. But you can use, like, Anastasia Beverly Hills has one. There's a lot of them. These ones are just super cheap and do the job really well. I think they're like $5 or $6 each, as opposed to the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, which are like $30 or $40 each. So I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay that much money. So I'm just laying in the contour now. So the mapping will be different for everyone. Not everyone has to do this mapping. I've also talked about how to map in my other tutorials based on what you want to see. This is a great way for you to thin out your neck. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just blending in the contour a bit, so it's not a bunch of dark lines on the surface of your face. This kind of gives the more airbrush look, because you want the cut of the contour, but you don't want a bunch of colorful lines on your face that look dirty. And by dirty, I mean like looks like you have dirt on your face. Okay, I'm gonna do my nose, bring it into my eyebrow. Now, and this is why I like to do the shadow first, is especially for the nose, is that when you blend in the dark shadow color, you kind of really do have to go back with the light to reclaim that space on the bridge of your nose for the highlight, and also beside the nose. because when you're doing a nose contour, you really don't want the lines to be too thick, because then it can actually have the reverse effect and make your nose look wider. So if you are looking for a thinner nose, you definitely want to add a highlight to the sides of the nose as well as down the center. If you forget that one, you're screwed. And an eyeshadow under the lip just makes the lip pop more. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, time for the highlight. So here, here, here. I used to bring this highlight all the way back, but I stopped just because I found it made my face look too wide, and I just didn't like it. I'm bringing this all the way to the under eye, eyebrow, and there you go. Yeah, so as long as you have your highlight and low light map pretty much down pat, this whole thing becomes a lot easier. So now I'm just doing the same thing I did with the contour, and I'm just buffing it out a bit so it's not super stark, because you don't want any super harsh lines. So if you can see, I'm bringing this highlight up the side of my nose as well, and just lightly patting it in around the eye. Okie dokie, the eye, and down the bridge of the nose. So now you can see how it kind of softens. Like, there is really obvious contours, but ooh, thank God. I almost missed one. So the contour is really obvious, but now what I'm going to do is go over with a medium coverage foundation. It's my MAC Face and Body. Like I say, I always store it in the fridge because it actually thickens up the product. And it also goes on cold, which is nice, especially in the summer months that we're going through here in Canada. So now I'm going over with my Quo blending sponge, and I'm just lightly blending out the contour. So the medium coverage is just the right amount to neutralize the harsh contrast between the light and the dark, but not so heavy that it's going to completely wash them out or completely cover them. Need a little bit more. Yeah, and you can use whichever blending sponge you like. You can even use the stippling brush and just blend it all out. But I find this method to be a lot more airbrushed looking, but also a lot more speedy, which is kind of what we're going for right now, is the fast look. So, yeah. So literally just go over the whole surface of your face. I don't find that going over one space in particular or doing any specific order makes any difference. Now, that is pretty much it. I'm just going to blend in the neck. Now, that's pretty much the end. What I'm going to do now is, normally this is where I would set with a powder, let it cook, and then go in and do a powder contour, but instead I'm just going to use my Marcel with a fluffy brush and just loosely apply it over the surface of my face. Just to kill the shine, because you put on a couple foundations, and when you build on that much product, it can kind of end up looking a little over dewy, like oily almost. So and last but not least, finish it up with a finishing spray. Normally I go on with a skin finish, but if you get the MAC Prep and Prime, it actually gives back that glow. I don't know if you can see, my skin has a dewy finish without the MAC skin finish. And that's it, bros and hoes. That's how to get a full face contour done in 5 minutes or under. So, as you can see, like, I'm good, I'm ready to go, my complexion is flawless, I can step right outside and do whatever I want to do. If I want to meet friends, if I want to go to the mall, whatever I want to do. So, yeah. I'd love to see you guys doing the 5-minute face as well. So if you guys want to post a video reply, or if you want to put a little YouTube link in the comments below of you trying to do it, I'd really love to see that too. And last but not least, if you want to see a full mapping or anything like that, I'm going to put a little annotation in the video right here over my face. So you can click and go kind of see how you would do a proper mapping that you would then quickly buff out like I did. Like always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting a little bit more regularly now. So I really hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later, bros and hoes.